Today's video, I'm going to show you guys a system on how to generate at least 10 to 15 new athletes a month into your training business. I've used this exact system myself, and I've helped over 40 plus other sports training business owners generate over 4,000 leads combined and hundreds of new clients for our training businesses. This is a system that's going to allow you to stop relying on word of mouth, referrals, SMS and email, and other client acquisition methods that are just slow, unreliable, and just plain inconsistent, right? And after building out my own private sports training business to 6 figures and working with dozens on building theirs, the number one problem that you guys are dealing with right now is that you just don't have a consistent and reliable way of signing at least 10 to 15 athletes a month, right? Like some months you've got 7 clients that you signed, another month, maybe you'll have 2 that come in, maybe the next month you go crazy and you've got 12, and then it's back to 6, and it's just inconsistent and unreliable, and that is just plain scary, right? Because you're leaving the fate of your business in your customers' hands, because most of you guys are relying on word of mouth and referrals, right? And you're hoping that your clients are going to go talk about your trainings. You're begging them to refer you to other people, right? And I know exactly what you're feeling, right? Like I used to lose sleep at night because I didn't want to wake up to a text from a client that was going to leave the program, because I knew how hard it was to go out and find new clients and replace them quickly enough. And I was just totally leaving my business up to fate in hopes that enough leads would come in every single month so I could turn a profit and just ultimately grow month over month. And once I discovered my SBA system, I never had to worry about where my next client came from and would come from. And that's what's great about this system is you don't need to go hand out more flyers and business cards, and you don't need to go talk to more parents, and you don't need to post on Instagram and Facebook more. You don't have to send out more texts, and you don't have to, emails and all that kind of stuff. Or beef up your referral program, right? Like all you need to do is just launch simple Facebook and Instagram ads. And those would generate dozens of leads into your business and ultimately convert into at least 10 to 15 new athletes a month, while only spending anywhere from $10 to $30 a day on these ads. We teach our clients how to do this, and it's very important to me that you guys learn this skill of running paid ads, because regardless if you use it for this business or the next, it's very, very important, because it is the biggest and best way in the world right now to grow your business, whatever business that is, right? So it's very important to me that you guys learn this. So today I'm going to teach you exactly how you're going to use this SBA system for your sports training academy so you can grow your business and show you exactly how we've helped over 40 plus sports training businesses like yourself grow using this exact SBA system. So sit down, grab a piece of paper and a pencil, and let me blow your mind for a second. When marketing your sports training business, there's only 5 ways to market your business, whether it's your sports training business or any business in general, okay? So 1 is going to be a referral system. So this is word of mouth, talking to parents, just getting people to talk about your trainings, okay? 2 is a partnerships and sponsorships. So this is when you go out and get local sponsorships from companies, or you partner up with other coaches or clubs or organizations to create a 2-way path for athletes to come into your business, okay? 3 is SMS and email. So this is where you're just sending out cold emails and text messages to a contact list. Maybe you're running some promotions through it, but that's SMS and email. 4 is creating content. So it's basically just like posting more on Instagram, on Facebook, maybe use Twitter, mainly you guys are using Instagram and Facebook, okay? But you're not paying for anything. It's just organic, right? And then the 5th and final one is paid ads, all right? So you guys, more than likely, if you're watching this video, you've tried the first 4. You've tried the word of mouth and referral system. You've tried the partnerships and sponsorships. You've tried SMS and email. You've tried posting more on Instagram and Facebook, and it's not working, right? So what does that tell you guys? You need to try to run paid ads on Instagram and Facebook, all right? Paid advertisement is by far the best way to market your training business, okay? Or any business in general, right? Because trust me, I've tried every method. Right? Like I grew my own sports training business. I've tried it all, right? And by far, without a doubt, running paid ads was the best way to find clients and athletes for this business, okay? Now, some of you may be watching this and they're saying, well, I already ran ads and it didn't work for me, right? And I'm here to tell you, you did them wrong. If you aren't generating at least 10 to 15 athletes a month from this, then you're doing them wrong. Okay? Maybe you're generating like 5 a month. Then you're doing them wrong. Right? Like if you're running ads and you've got nobody coming in, then you're doing them wrong. Right? Like ads work for everyone. Literally everyone. It doesn't matter if you're in the middle of nowhere in a small city or you're on the biggest city on earth. Okay? The right ad is going to work anywhere and everywhere. Okay? There's a reason why over $674 billion with a B is spent on paid advertising around the world because it works. All right? If you're skeptical and for some reason you're skeptical, it's not going to work for you because you have these idiot marketing gurus on Instagram and Facebook telling you how to run ads for yourself, but they've never even run a sports training business, right? So I get why you're skeptical, right? Or you've tried running ads yourself and they ended up failing, right? But they work. You're just doing them wrong. So how ads on Facebook and Instagram work is that you pay Meta anywhere from $10 to $30 a day to run your ads in a local area. Okay, so everybody in your local area, the right targeting, everybody with a Facebook and an Instagram account are going to see your trainings. All right, what other marketing technique is going to do that? No, you can't SMS and email that to thousands of people. You can't set up enough partnerships and organizations to reach everybody in the community, right? Like you can't get referrals from like. Social media ads is the only place in the world that you can reach literally everyone and anyone that you want in your local area with a couple clicks of the button, right? And the best thing is that Meta is incentivized to help you get more athletes in the door, to help you get more clients. Because you need to think of it this way. If you run ads and you spend money with Facebook, with Meta to run these ads, and let's say the ads end up not working, then you end up stop paying them. You stop paying Meta. And this is the biggest social media company in the world that we're talking about. Do you really think that they're okay with you not spending money with them? No, they're not. Okay? They want to take as much money from you as possible. They want to take all your money. Okay? And the only way for you to continually spend money with them is to make sure that you are successful by getting you more clients. It's a pay-to-win game. They are incentivizing you to win by paying. The more you pay them, the more you win, right? Because you'll keep coming around and spending more money with them because you're getting more. Why would you stop spending money with them if you're getting clients, right? That's what they want. So if your ads don't succeed, then and you aren't signing clients, then you're not going to spend any more money with them. And that's a problem for them, right? So they want you to win. So you need to take advantage of this because there's 2 ways that this is going to go for your business right now. All right. One is that your local competition hasn't figured out how to run ads yet. So there's a major market opportunity for you to take. Or 2, which is the worst case scenario, is your competition has already figured out how to run ads and are running ads now and are taking 95% of the market from you. You are literally missing out on dozens, 20, 30 athletes a month that you could be signing into your business, but they're out there running ads, okay? It doesn't matter if you think your trainings are the best thing in the world, right? Or you're way better than everybody else in the area. If nobody can see your stuff, nobody's going to join you. I cannot stress that enough. Like if the consumer if parents see the other guy's training, all they're going to know about is the other guy's training. So they're going to go to the other guy, right? That's why social media marketing is so important. It's why it's so important you run ads because you'll get in front of everybody and everyone's going to see your stuff, so they want to be a part of your trainings. Now, let's get into the system on how we're going to start signing these 10 to 15 athletes a month, okay? So it's called the SBA system, and this is going to change your training business forever. All right, so there's 4 main pillars to the SBA system, okay? So first pillar is script, second is targeting, third is optimization, and 4 is backend system. So real brief, teaching you how to script out your ads, what to say in your ads, then going to target, who are we targeting specifically, where you guys have probably gone wrong. 3 is optimization, showing you how to read the ad data and actually make your ads better and how to get the best, cheapest cost per lead. And then 4 is back-end systems, actually setting up systems that you can automate your business and all your lead flow so you don't have a single lead slip through the cracks. So that's what we're going to be going over today. I'm going to be going in depth into each pillar. I'm going to give you a live example on each one, and I'm going to show you exactly how to use this in your sports training business, okay? So let's get started right now. So pillar one is scripting, okay? So scripting is very, very important for all ads, okay? Now, when you run ads, there's two different types of creatives that you can run. And if you don't know what a creative is essentially just either the picture or the video that is up as the ad, okay? Now, in terms of sports training business, I only recommend that you guys run video ads, all right? We've split tested picture ads and video ads work way better, perform way better just because people want to see your trainings. People want to see that you have good stuff. People want to see that you have good training so they know what to expect, right? Picture ads are difficult to do, and you see all those idiots putting AI-generated images as their ads. It just doesn't work, okay? So you want a video. Now, when you write a video out, you want to script this. It's very important that you just, you're putting a video out there that you have your trainings out there, you're just showing that you got good stuff, okay? Now, you don't necessarily need to run a script over it, but it performs way better when you do have a script, when you're talking to somebody directly. Because why would you not include it, right? Like, would you rather see a video or the same video, but with a script over it, talking to people, solving their problems in real time, right? Like, what's going to perform better? Obviously, the video that's talking to people directly, grabbing their attention, okay? So you want to make sure that you have a script. That's why it's really important, because you're calling people out. That's what gets people to stop scrolling ultimately. Okay, now where a lot of people go wrong is they're not following the scripting formula. They're just talking, or they're just a video of them talking, and then maybe they'll do some B-roll of their trainings. No, that stuff doesn't work. You want to just put your trainings on blast and then have a script talking over the video. Okay, now how do you script out an ad? So there's a simple formula that you have to follow here. Okay, so hook, value, call to action. All right, any piece of content on the internet follows this at least good piece of content follows this exact formula, okay? You watch this YouTube video. The hook of this YouTube video was talking about how we generated over 4,000 leads and hundreds of new athletes into our training business, right? That's a hook. That grabs your attention, right? Then I talked about a problem that I could solve for you. That grabs your attention to continue to watch this video. It's the same thing for all the ads that you need to run or any piece of content on the internet, right? The hook portion is just a piece of the video that's calling people out. That's just either calling out a problem or it's just calling them out in general, right? So an example of that for like a soccer academy would be if you're a parent of a soccer player in the tri-state area, right? Like that calls out a parent. That calls out the specific niche that we're looking for. We're looking for parents. We're not looking for athletes, okay? Athletes don't have the credit cards. Parents are the ones with the credit cards. We call them out. We call what sport they're in and what area they're in, okay? We call them out. Or another example would be if you're a parent of a soccer player who's struggling with his shooting and finishing or struggling to score more goals, right? Like you're calling people out with a problem, okay? Because when people are scrolling and they hear, oh, yeah, my kid is struggling with shooting and finishing. Yeah, I'm a parent of a soccer player, right? Like, they're like, oh, that's me. I need to listen. They're talking directly to me. That's what gets people's attention, okay? So that hook grabs their attention, and that's what causes them to stay. You need to make sure that this is max 3 to 5 seconds. 3 to 5 seconds, okay? Don't want to go any longer than that, okay? That's just quick, to the point. Solve either call it a problem, call them out initially, but get them locked in on this, okay? Then you move to the value portion. In the value portion, this is where you're just essentially providing as much value as possible in the shortest amount of time, okay? You're telling them the who, what, when, where, why, all right? You're telling them, what your trainings are doing, who you're training with, where's the training location. Like you're telling them the most important pieces of the information, okay? So an example of this would be we're looking for elite level soccer players who are ages 6 to 9 in the tri-state area who need work on shooting, finishing, technical, and more, and who want to come work with a professional coach. Okay, like real quick, something brief. Just get the point across. Simple. Okay, we want to do this in less than 20 seconds. Okay. For our big math guys, I think that's a greater than sign or a less than sign. Okay, so we get the hook, we got the value, and now we've got them all the way to the call to action. This is the most important part. because this is where we tell people to act on our stuff, okay? Now, something that I need to note here is you need to speak to people like they're 5 years old, okay? Like they're in 5th grade. I hate to say this, but people are not exactly the smartest in the world, right? Like, you need to speak to people with instructions that a 3rd grader could follow. Okay? Like if you go to the call to action and you're like, yeah, so just log off of Facebook and then go to the Safari and type in our website and then go to our website and go to our application form, fill out all the questions and hit apply now and then submit a waiver form. Like, dude, nobody's doing that. Okay, where most of y'all go wrong with a CTA is you overcomplicate it, or you're like sending them to your website, or you're telling them to text you and call you, or like something like it's ridiculous, right? It just doesn't work. Okay, you need to be collecting their contact information on the spot with a lead form. Okay, people are scrolling. Facebook does not want people leaving their platform. All right. Facebook wants people to stay on the platform because they get paid more money with the longer retention time, okay? So they're going to make it difficult for them to get off onto the website. They're going to make it difficult for them to go to messages. But if you can get them to sign up on a lead form attached to the actual ad itself, they're going to put their contact information in there, okay? Now, with the call to action itself, you just need to give it very, very simple instructions, okay? Like at the end of the video, just say, if you're interested or if you want to book a free trial, then hit the link below and fill out the form. Or, something really, really simple, like just like a couple clicks of a button and they're done. You know what I mean? They don't have to go and do all these extra steps, okay? What we do with our clients is we work with them one-on-one to do this entire process. I sit down and I make hooks with you. We make 3 different hooks and split test the hooks because you need to split test hooks. You need to see what works and what doesn't in your area, okay? The same hook that I just gave you isn't going to work in other places, right? You need to make sure that you test different hooks. The value, the call to action, is easy money all freaking day, okay? But you need to make sure that you're testing hooks. And what we do with our clients is we write out all of these with them to ensure that they are guaranteed going to work. Okay, but that's just a little bit about the scripting. Now we're going to the targeting. All right, so pillar 2 is targeting. Okay, so what is targeting? Targeting is just essentially the way that you target your audience. Okay, how do we actually get in front of people that we want? Right, where a lot of people go wrong when launching their ads and targeting their ads is they set up the wrong type of targeting, right? Like all the time I get people's sports training academy ads from across the country. I'm in California, I'm in Florida, that's why I'm sweating here, but I'll get ads from people in California or Utah, right? For their sports training academy. Like your targeting is wrong. Because if you're getting people that are commenting, liking from far, far away, then you know that your targeting is wrong because they shouldn't be seeing that, right? You should be setting up radiuses or zip codes. If anything outside that radius or zip code is getting your stuff, then you're doing it wrong, okay? And you're also burning money as well because you're paying for those type of people to see it. You can't even get those people in. Okay, so that's really where people go wrong. And targeting is so crucial because it's the difference between people in your area, their social media is being filled up with your trainings versus people that are nowhere near you seeing your stuff. Okay, now I'm going to go through these 3 important points for targeting. So first one is Instagram versus Facebook Ad Manager. Okay, so stop boosting your posts on Instagram. It doesn't work. That's it. All I have to say. Okay, when you boost on Instagram, you're paying 33.3% more to boost your post on Instagram versus running through Ad Manager. But also 2, Ad Manager has the far more capabilities to actually run your ads and target them correctly. Instagram can't target your ads correctly. That's why when you've boosted your Instagram posts, they didn't work because you're not supposed to be boosting them. You're supposed to be running them through Facebook Ad Manager. All right, first and foremost. Second, radius versus zip code. So there's 2 ways to target. Radius, zip code. So you could set up a radius of 10 to 15, whatever, however many miles you want around your training location, okay? And you could target people specifically in that radius. So everybody within that bubble is going to see your stuff, who's going to see your trainings, right? So hypothetically, like if you wanted to target all soccer like say soccer is a big thing for you, and you wanted to target all people that are in the soccer neighborhood and around a major complex, you could set up a radius around that soccer complex. So everybody who you know is a soccer player is going to see that stuff. Now, obviously, you don't need to do that because that's where demographics come in, but it's just hypotheticals, right? Like you can just target everybody in that local area, that bubble that you choose, which is so awesome. Okay, versus zip code. So zip code is another way to target ads. All right, so with zip codes, you can target specific zip codes in your area. Now, I will say this is a morality issue for me personally, just because I've seen other businesses target zip codes that are in wealthy neighborhoods versus non-wealthy neighborhoods. And we are, as coaches, as business owners, it's our responsibility to make sure that the next generation has access to training. We don't want to just hike up prices for sports training around the world, okay? We want to make sure all athletes have access to this, right? Which is why I'm not a big fan of zip codes, because we want to target everybody, right? Now, you could just target the wealthy neighborhoods, and you could do that, and if you're a business owner, that's cool, right? But I wouldn't recommend that, but it's just another capability that you have. Like you can just target straight up zip codes, which is super cool as well. So radius and zip codes is a great way to target. Then another way, and this isn't, by the way, you need to be doing this and this, right? Like you can't just be doing radius and demographic, or you can't be just doing radius and no demographics. And you can't be just doing demographics and no radius. Like these two work together. Okay, so demographics, basically what demographics are is all the data that Facebook has. Okay, so if you guys are naive about how much data Facebook owns on you and these companies own on you, you're out of your mind. They know everything about you, okay? They know what you're eating, when you're going to sleep, where you're driving, who you're driving with, who your friends are, who your family is, where you went to school. They know every single they know what you like. They know your interest. I mean, they know what gym you go to, what workouts you do. They know everything about you guys. Everything. They have all the data on all of it, which is incredible. Yes, very, very creepy, but as business owners, you guys should be using that to make a ton of money, okay? And that's what I'm about to show you. So demographics, what it is essentially when you go in to launch an ad, when you go to target your ad, you can target people of interest groups. You can target people of certain income levels. You can target people of certain job levels, fields of study. Like you can target anyone and anyone. Like think of something right now that you like as an interest and you can target them. Water polo. I can target water polo people. Hotel management. I can target hotel. You can target anything. It's insane. Okay, so with the demographics, we're going to be targeting people that are our exact niche. So think of your exact niche right now, which technically it should be parents. Okay, parents with athletes. We can target parents of athletes. Okay, so that's what you'll do. You'll target the demographic of parents with athletes and set up a radius or a zip code. These two combined, deadly. These will print leads for you. You got one of them and don't have the other, won't work. You got the top one, but not the bottom one, won't work. You need both of them, okay? So with our clients, we sit down one-on-one and make sure they set up the targeting correctly. And we find out what they want to target directly, and we show them exactly what demographics to move forward with, how to target them in a radius and a zip code, and just work with them on what's going to work best for their local area. So now let's go to pillar 3, which is optimization. Pillar 3 is optimization, okay? This pillar is so important because this is the difference between your ads working and your ads not working. Okay, so the first thing that I need to know is what ad fatigue is, okay? So if you guys know what ad fatigue is, essentially it's what it sounds like. It's when your ad starts to fatigue. It's when your ad stops working, okay? Your ad, you don't just throw an ad up and then say bon voyage and it works forever, okay? It's only gonna work for a certain amount of time because you guys need to think. You're not running ads on the internet to the whole world. You're running ads to people in a local tight niche area, okay? So there's only so many people that are gonna see it. You've got 40,000 people in a small town or you have 400,000 people in a bigger city, right? Eventually, everyone's going to see your ad, okay, which is awesome because imagine everybody in town seeing your trainings, but whatever, right? Like, regardless, everyone's going to see it. So people are going to get tired of seeing it and they're going to stop interacting with it, right? So that's when the performance stops to drop off. So with Facebook Ad Manager, you're actually able to see downtrends and uptrends of your ad performance. So you're actually able to see if your ad is working or is it in a downtrend, it stops working. When it's in a downtrend, you're paying more for per lead, which is not a good thing. Like, you want to keep your average. If your average is $8 a lead, anything above $8 you want to turn off, right? You want to stop spending money because you're spending a ton of money on those ads, right? Like, just go and reshoot a different ad. Now, you can go reshoot a different ad for a different program or the same program. You can also set up retargeting ads where you can target ads specifically for people who clicked on the ad but didn't sign up at the form. You can make a lookalike audience where you can make basically an audience, and you can make an ad targeted to people that look like the people who signed up at your form, which is super sick, right? So like, let's say like a bunch of parents of soccer players signed up at your form, right? Like, you can now target people who look exactly like that, because Facebook pulls the data from those people who signed up at your lead form and targets people with that exact data, which is absolutely crazy, okay? But that's totally for another video, all right? And we put our clients through that. That's what you'll have to do when you do run into ad fatigue, okay? But when you are running ads, the number one thing that you need to be doing for optimization is reading the KPIs, okay? So what is KPIs? It's called Key Performance Indicators. Okay, essentially, these are the data that's going to show you if your ad is working or it's not working. It's telling you exactly how your ad is performing, essentially. Okay, these are extremely, extremely important, especially for high-level ad runners. Okay, now, if you're somebody who's just starting out and you have no idea how to run ads and you're kind of just winging it, like, dude, all right, like, the only thing you need to know about is ROAS, which I'll go into a second, but you don't need to worry about all the KPIs. If you're actually somebody who wants to get the most out of your ads, get the most squeeze for the juice, then you need to be looking at your KPIs, because the KPIs are essentially just the data that will tell you if your ad is working. Okay, so there's multiple different forms, and I guess I could read them off to you here, but like, Facebook will give you a basic KPIs. I give my clients some more specific KPIs, and just real quick, I run through them, right? Like results, cost per result, reach, impressions, amount spent, frequency, unique CTR, unique outbound clicks, CTR all, clicks all, and cost per click, and then cost per impressions, okay? So all of this data you're taking into account to see what's working and what's not working. Now, sometimes on an ad that's working, you'll see data that is performing really well, and you're like, okay, this is great. And then you'll see on the same ad data that's not performing well. And you could see, though, based on the results that you're getting, okay, this is working because of this hook, right? So we need to take this hook for the next video and apply the same hook, maybe switch up the value portion or the CTA portion to get better results, right? Like, that's what you use the data for, right? Like, most of you guys, if you're running a sports training business, you probably worked out, you probably played college soccer or college sports, or you played at somewhat of a high level, or you just played sports in general, right? When you work out, they give you a set workout where they take your data, where you put in your weights and what you did for the day. Okay, so that's so you can look over time to see how you perform and see if you're uptrending or downtrending. We do the exact same thing for our clients, and that's what you need to be doing. You need to be tracking your KPIs in an Excel spreadsheet to see the exact trends of your data, right? Because yes, Facebook will tell you, but you need to see it in a bigger picture, right? Where it's like multiple months of data, so you can actually test and retest things to see what works and what doesn't. If you're not tracking your KPIs, then you're destined to fail. Simple as that, right? That's why we put such an emphasis on that with our clients. Now, if you're just someone who's just getting into ads and you have no idea how to run ads and you're just like kind of screwing it, like whatever, I'm gonna try it myself. ROAS. That's the only thing you need to be concerned about right here is ROAS, okay? So essentially what ROAS is just return on ad spend, okay? How much did you spend? How much money did it turn into? At the end of the day, that's the only thing that is really, really important, okay? Because you can go spend $100, right? But if it only gives you back $200, what's the point of that? Like, you're making $100 for a bunch of hoops that you have to jump through. It just makes no sense, right? When you run ads, it's very important that you're getting at least a 5-to-1 return. 5-to-1. That's an industry average across all industries across the world. Now, for our clients, we make sure that's a minimum, right? And I think that's what you should keep as your minimum standard is a 5-to-1 return, meaning for every dollar that you spend, you need to be pumping out $5 out on the other side. Okay, so if I spend $1,000 a month on my paid ads, I need to be signing at least $5,000 worth of new client revenue per month, okay, at a minimum. It's very, very important. That's the only piece of data that's really important to people that are just starting out. Now, for our clients, I mean, I've seen people, I've got a guy named Robbie and David at Two Touch Soccer in the UK who are doing 11 ROS. So every dollar that they're spending, they're pumping out $11 out on the other side, right? And that really just comes with refining your hook, value, and your call to action. It's just making sure that your ad is set up perfectly, and then taking that data, reading the KPIs to see what works and what doesn't, and testing different things. And that's where the magic's going to happen. Okay. That's where you find those big old returns. Okay. Now with our clients, what we do for our optimization is we set up your KPIs for you. We set up that Google Sheet, we give it to you so you can track your KPIs, and then I'll sit down and I'll teach you how to read and analyze the KPIs so you can get the most ROAS at the other side. So pillar 4 is back-end systems, okay? This is so crucial when you're running this type of business at a high level, okay? If you're somebody who is low level right now, your back-end systems don't have to be the best, but if you really want to set yourself for scale to go to 100, 200, 300 plus athletes, the difference in business is the systems itself, right? We can run the greatest ads in the world, but if you can't manage all of these leads and organize them, then there's no point. Okay, now where a lot of people go wrong is I see people running their businesses on Google Sheets, Excel spreadsheets, maybe a Google Drive Word doc. You know, I've seen people use like scheduling systems like Coach IQ, Trainerize, different scheduling systems that maybe collect payments and stuff. And those platforms are great, don't get me wrong, but they're not built for businesses. Okay. You need a CRM. A CRM is essentially a customer relationship manager. This is where you manage all of your customers and your entire business in one place, okay? You don't need a tool. You don't need 10 tools that do the job of one, okay? You just need one tool that does all 10 jobs, okay? So this is where you're doing SMS and email outreach. This is where you're managing your calendars. This is where you're signing parents up. You're doing signing DocuSigns, payments, you're integrating ads, you're running automations, you're doing your marketing through here, you're posting on social media through here, you're doing reputation management, all of it, okay? You need to be doing this on one platform, okay? And a lot of platforms just don't allow you to do that. And where a lot of people go wrong is they haven't found that one platform yet. So for our clients, we've built our own platform. I've built my own platform for private sports training businesses to put their entire business on to manage it all in one place. All right. Now, what's really important about back-end systems is that when you want to set up your business for scale, you have to have these systems in place because you'll never be able to scale without these systems. Okay. So what you really need is these 3 things. Okay. A lead pipeline. So a lead pipeline is essentially a pipeline where a lead comes in and they go from, okay, new lead all the way to new customer. And everything in between, right? Like, you know, no show to trial session to follow up 1 to follow up 2 to sales call to close, right? There is a lead pipeline that leads go down to eventually become customers yourself. But right now you're using Google Sheets and you're marketing it as a lead and then you forget about the lead. I used to do the same thing. I used to put it on a Google Sheet and then just mark, okay, new lead, and then I would never remember how to follow up. I don't remember what stage they are in the process. I didn't have notes on them. I didn't have tasks to assign to them. Like all of these things I just didn't have, which sucked, right? Because I lost so much money because I lost so many leads in the process. I should have followed up with people on time, right? Or I just totally forgot to follow up with people because like they just got lost in the Google Sheets, right? So you need a CRM with a lead pipeline that's going to manage and do all of that for you, okay? Then 2 is automations. This is huge, okay? Especially companies that are doing 10 to 15K plus a month. A lot of you guys are running into problems where you're spending a ton of time on things that don't matter, okay? You're spending time on talking to clients. You're spending time on new lead outreach, right? Or you're doing onboarding processes, right? For you guys to become next level businesses, you have got to automate. You have to automate and allocate, meaning you need to take simple things that you do on a daily basis that take up your time and create a system that's automatic that does it for you. Okay, so an example of that would be an onboarding system. So I know for a fact, because it happened to me, is I would spend a ton of time when a new client would come in, I would have to copy and paste an onboarding email, send it to them. Same thing with a text message, send them a contract to sign, send them all the rules and regulations, send them an email with an onboarding stuff as well, not just the sign up link, but also like the onboarding, like that takes like 20 minutes per client, right? You're signing up 5 clients a week. That is an hour and 40 minutes. An hour and 40 minutes you could have been spending doing things that make you money, right? Not that crap, okay? So with the system that I give my clients and what we work on is automating processes, okay? Buying time back by setting up literal robots to do this stuff for you. So an onboarding sequence, I posted this on my story last week, but you can set up an onboarding sequence where it'll send you a text, email, the contract, and send you the payment in 5 seconds. It'll do all of that for you. And that's what you need. You need something to automate simple processes, okay? You need a CRM that does that. And then third and finally is an ad integration, okay? This one's huge because, look, when you run ads, yes, you can push it to a system that doesn't collect the ad data, whatever. And you could just go in and you can go to Ad Manager, you could download the CSV, and then you can upload the CSV onto Excel and then upload it into your CRM. That takes forever. When you guys are trying to perfect a lead process, remember, when a lead signs up at an ad, you have 5 minutes. You have 5 minutes to get their attention, or you start losing interest past 5 minutes. They start to forget about you, okay? So where a lot of people make mistakes is they have people sign up on ads, or they sign up on their websites, or, for instance, like you guys are at training, right? You have people sign up on your website. You can't respond to them to the end of the day. And then, it's 6 hours later, and then you respond to them, and then you don't get a response. You're like, what happened? Right? It's because they lost interest in you because it took too long. Okay. So you need to set up an ad integration where your ads, when you collect contact info, will directly go into your CRM that will automatically send them a text. So it sets up an automation where it sends them a text directly. So if somebody signs up, you can set up an automation where it says wait 2 minutes, and then it'll send them a personalized text message based on the name and the athlete's name that they submitted, right? Like, hey, Christy, I saw you submitted application for soccer training for Johnny. Is this a good number to text you? It'll automatically send that to them in 2 minutes, and then you get a response, and then boom, you're in. You get their interest. You've gauged their interest. They haven't forgot about you. You're in now. Okay, so that's really important as well. All right, so the CRM, lead pipeline, automations, ad integration. With our clients, we do all of this and show all of them this. We give you the CRM with all of this stuff pre-built already. So all you have to do is take it, copy and paste it, and then we teach you how to use it and set it up and make it more advanced. So you can use it directly for your sports training business. So you're organizing your entire business and you're not leaving any money on the table. Now, real quick, guys, I know your time is precious, but how can the SBA help you? Basically, who we are is we're the Sports Business Accelerator. So we help sports businesses, basketball, soccer, football, tennis, whatever sports you're in. If you have a training business that trains athletes, we help you by helping you build the SBA system out to sign at least 10 to 15 clients a month consistently, not up and down, consistently by using the SBA system that we just went over. Okay. Who do we help? We help sports coaches, clubs, and businesses who want to scale to 250 plus athletes. Essentially, we're just looking for people who are ambitious, who want to take their business to the highest possible level. If you're somebody who just is 25 athletes and wants to go to 50 and that's it, then we can't help you, right? But if you're somebody who wants to build this business into something huge and actually be great at it, we can help you, okay? 2 is, do you have a location to train? It can be rented, owned, it can be a free location. As long as you have somewhere where we can expand and start bringing in more clients for you, that's all that matters, okay? And then 3 is, are you willing to invest time and money into yourself, okay? Are you willing to spend the time to learn how to do this, to learn the system? Are you willing to invest money into learning how to do the system? Are you willing to invest money into running ads to get more clients in the door? Okay, if you're willing to invest time and money in yourself, then we can help you. Okay, now how can we help you? All right, so we're going to help you sign at least 10 to 15 athletes a month consistently using our SBA system. We just went over on how it was. If you haven't watched that portion yet, go back and watch it. I break down exactly how we're going to get you at least 10 to 15 clients a month. Okay, and how are we going to do that? One is through 2-year access to our backend modules. Okay, so this is where you guys are going to learn the entire system. I'm going to give you guys proven scripts that we have used with over 40 plus businesses. I'm going to show you guys the exact targeting that you need in the local area to get parents and athletes into your trainings. Okay, I'm going to show you guys how to optimize your ads, how to split test your ads, how to read KPIs. Okay, and then I'm also going to give you guys the back end system that I've built personally for myself and have given to you that is made specifically for sports training businesses so you can organize and manage your entire lead system so you're not leaving any money on the table. Okay, so these back-end systems will teach you how to do all of that. 2 is community. You're going to get access to a community of 40 plus business owners all doing better than yourself right now who are learning this exact SBA system, who are in a very, very good place trying to scale their business. We're all in there asking questions, sharing wins, doing a bunch of great stuff in the community, okay? And then 3 is you're going to get group calls every week. So we do 2 group calls every single week where I put on live lessons to show you guys how to run ads live and how to structure and scale this type of business. And we also open it up for tons of questions where you guys can come in and ask me questions on a one-on-one type of setting, but you're also in a group setting where you can listen to others' questions and feed off of their knowledge as well. And then 4, and most importantly, is you're going to get 6 one-on-one calls with me where you and I are going to sit down for one-on-one for a full hour, 6 times in the program where you're going to get my undivided attention, where you and I are going to script out your ads together to make sure that you've got the right script. I'm going to target the ads with you. I'm going to optimize the ads with you so I can teach you, me personally, how to read the data, how to make the ads better so we can get more and more clients from it. Okay. And then I'm going to show you how to set up these back-end systems. And everything is great here. But the most important thing, guys, is you have an expert, a pro, somebody who's done this thousands and thousands of times and knows how to do it. Because don't get me wrong, you guys can go do this yourself. Right? With time, over years and years, you can learn like I did on how to run this type of system. But are you willing to spend years to learn this type of system? And are you willing to go through trials and tribulations, spend all the money effing up on ads? Or are you willing to invest a little bit of money in yourself to work with us to go skip all that time horizon to get to your goal much, much quicker and much, much cheaper? So the choice is yours. All right. Just a few testimonials here. So we got Alexis here. He currently, right after we got an onboarding call, we got him 10 new leads right off the bat. Peterson here, we got him signed. 27 kids agreed to his terms and conditions here. All right. So we got him signed up, 27 kids. He's looking to get 50 by December. All right. It's been a big, big thank you to us. All right. We got Rivers here who's closing down on 10K a month. We just got him 50 registrations. 50 registrations for his summer program. Okay. We got Julian here who signed a client for 3 months for $900. He's doing that almost every freaking week. I love him. Robbie Lowe here. We got him 8 calls in one day. He closed over 1,410 pounds on those 8 calls. That was all recurring revenue too, which was absolutely crazy. We got Juan here who signed a client, 2 Serious Girl clients for $2,400 paid in full. Or John here, he's got signed up 3 clients with a total value of $2,400 in one day. Guys, I mean, I can do this all freaking day, right? Ethan, who's got he had a 2K week right off the bat. We just started working together too. We got Antonio here, he transitioned all his clients over, got him on 540 deals. That's about over 3K in recurring revenue. We got AJ who closed a deal for 3K in one day, in 1 month for 6 months of 2-on-1 training. Or we got Jackson here who signed up 2 sessions. He's got $200 per month for 1 session a week. He's got 6 potential clients on deck. 3 of them are going to sign up for $200 a month. I mean, everybody is signing clients, getting clients in the door, growing their business. And ultimately, that's what you guys want, right? And that's what we want to help you. Now, how to work with us? All you need to do is just sign up for a call below, fill out the application using the link in the description below. I'll look at it. I'll check it out. I'll make sure that you guys are a right fit if we can even help you. And if we do feel like we can help you, then we look forward to jumping on the call with you, talking to you more about how we can help. But that's everything for us today, guys. I hope you got a serious amount of value out of that, and I hope you guys come working with us, right? If you like the video, hit like, comment, subscribe, do what you got to do. I hope this just gave you guys a ton of value, taught you guys the most basic and most detailed version of how to run ads, because at the end of the day, guys, you guys can try all these different methods that work, and I used to do the same thing, but at the end of the day, ads are going to be your number one. I don't care if you work with us, you go to somebody else. It's just really important to me that you guys learn how to run ads. But thank you for your time. I hope you got some value out of this day. Go make some money, guys. Peace.